Ladies and gentlemen,
podcast
you're
sets up
watching
for
the
Backyard
Backyard Boys
Boys.
podcast.
For your entertainment, we have for you two Micks. One's an actual Irishman, the other one's just a coach like Mick from Rocky. Welcome, boys. Wonderful to have both of you this evening. A couple of Micks, as it were. Hughezy and Steel Toe Joe. No, Aaron Imholte, of course, folks, from Steel Toe Morning Show. Wonderful to have you both.
Thank you. I got some Sly Stallone trivia for you. Did you know that he originally was supposed to be the Beverly Hills Cop? And he wanted to rewrite the script, and they didn't like it because it was all violent and serious. So he took that script and made it into Cobra.
All right.
This is all lies. Don't believe anything this guy says.
No.
And actually, just for that, you're getting demoted down to the middle square. Bin move. Oh, wait. Now we're losing. You walked him.
Granny, I just spent an hour with your lady. You got a problem with that?
Woo.
Yeah, I do. Listen, if you fuck a Scottish guy, I'm fucking out of here. A lot.
That sounds like a double win, Granny.
Not Scottish.
Granny,
Not
for the
Scottish.
last time, Scottish does not mean black.
Oh, okay.
The blacks.
Aaron, listen, before you get alarmed, I have been doing a skincare routine.
Oh my God.
That's gayer than how your face used to look, is actually doing a skincare routine.
Yeah.
You don't need to do a skincare routine. You just need to drink a glass of water every once in a while.
Freddie Mercury did the same thing. How's he doing today?
I think he's trying to get the leather out.
Oh, Hughezy, he died of AIDS.
Yeah, but so did the person that bought Granny's shirt. Oh!
Yeah, but he lost a lot of weight and he looked great before he passed. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
No. Don't. Please finish it. Please do the whole thing.
You know what you always gotta wonder about Freddie Mercury? Is that when he would be like, Jesus, I cannot shake this cold. And people be like, how long have you had it? He goes, 1987. And they go, oh, shit. Like, well, I've enjoyed lunch, Freddie. I'll see you never again.
Can we get a musical background for what Granny's doing right now? The sun shines bright in my old Kentucky home.
The house next door to me was sold to Granny.
Yeah. Hey, Granny, you look like Sylvester Stallone if he was the Beverly Hills Cop.
Oh, speaking of Commando, isn't this one of the scenes from Commando where he puts on face makeup?
Yeah. Hey, did you know that was supposed to be Die Hard?
Sweet chariot.
Look, Aaron really concerned me about my skin. It's a charcoal mask. I'm trying to moisturize and stay, healthy.
Yeah, let's make sure that YouTube knows that this is a skincare routine.
It's a skincare product. It is it's really good for leathery, burnt Florida skin. It's all over my hands. And honestly, it's an homage to my favorite television network of all time.
BET?
The blacks.
No, mostly the WB. Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime gal. All right, we just gotta let that tack.
Of course, I did forget to mention that you were the Dabbler of the Week last week, Aaron. How did that make you feel? An important award like that.
Immensely talented to be. I felt so honored to be revered by the internet's most giant group of retards. And they decided that I was worthy of such an honor.
I had a lot of problems with Aaron winning that award because the whole thing about the Dabbleverse is because of Stuttering John, and I was on the Chris Abel show drunk arguing with Stuttering John for an hour, and nobody gives a shit. And it's right there online. I called him a cunt. I said something about his daughter. It was great, and I was drunk as fuck, and nobody cares. But pretty
His litter box.
But Pretty Boy Aaron wins all the awards while I'm sitting here texting Lemmy.
If it makes
corner,
If it makes
so
you
we
feel
don't
any
like
better,
in and
the
out of
only
wars
reason
in
they
the
picked me is because it would upset other people. I'm only used as a pawn in that world. I'm never used as it's never actually about me. It's all about who will be upset that I was mentioned. So it's not a reflection of talent, believe me.
Hey, Hughezy, quit trying to fuck my old lady, dude.
Tough.
No.
That's part of the rules.
It's
You're
not
allowed
fucking
to do.
old lady,
Hey,
yeah.
you may be in blackface, but this is racist.
This is a charcoal mask.
I should be allowed to come to America and have sex with Lemmy, and you're being a dick by saying no.
No, absolutely the fuck not, dude.
That's so rude.
Yeah,
That's
look at his
so
cock
rude.
blocker mask. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Is Hughezy invoking prima nocte?
Yes.
He won't let Derek bang Lemmy either, so don't.
Yeah,
feel
it
too
didn't
bad.
work out too good in Braveheart. I don't think it's going to work out good here
No.
either. Yeah,
What a
well, thanks for
bore.
coming on today, Aaron.
You see
I
Granny
do
coming by in
appreciate
a charcoal mask, and I'm here to claim the right of a husband.
No. Not the black one.
He fucking Mel Gibson should have had a stuntman for the dialogue scenes.
They had one, but he found out he was a Jew.
Oh, like in Windy City Heat? Yeah, so I know you got a heart out. We only got like a half hour with you, Aaron. I know you got to run and go get your rub and tug and your Brazilian wax. Oh, wait, that was Hughezy. Sorry, that was. Oh, you got boxing to go to. Something real manly, unlike Hughezy. Yeah, so I do appreciate you giving us
keep this dog shit physique where it is. It's just this is holding morbid obesity at bay.
Yeah, and if I wasn't so manly, how come I'm wearing a Rocky t-shirt? Okay,
He raises a good point.
This is proof that I'm actually kind of dangerously tough. You hear that, Bobby P, you piece of shit?
Yeah, fuck you, Bobby P.
And you, Bobby Nick, you piece of shit.
No, watch this. You ready? Come over here. Come on. Come on.
Speaking about blackface, how is Shaka doing it? Do we have like a full report on that? Like, we know Gino Bisconte tried to kill him. Is that true?
Gino's. Well, that's kind of an impulse thing for him. So it reminds him of his great grandfather.
I don't know if Shaka has a girlfriend, but it's possible that I have found someone willing to date him.
Is that your granny doll?
I think he finds her fetching.
It's my mammy doll.
Boys, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news here, but this is getting a little racist.
No.
Really? I thought it was. I thought it was more of an homage, but
it is. It is. No, you're absolutely right. It's an homage.
Do you not know what we do here on this show? Come on now.
I was told just going to yell and say the N-word. So
yeah,
true. Right. That's what we brought you here for. Do it on my channel so you don't have to do it on yours. It's a safe place.
I find it
your Willie too.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get down to business. So today we found. Oh, go ahead, Hughezy. Go ahead and say something over to the host because you are so used to being the host. You don't know how to just be a second, third, fourth, fifth mic, whatever the hell you are today.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, does Granny have to put that face cream on his dick as well so that Lemmy will let him in the house?
Oh.
No.
That's a good one. That's a fucking good one.
The last time he did the charcoal mask thing, he went in the bathroom and he got a bunch of it all over his pubes, and apparently it took weeks for it to come out. So don't do that again, Granny. We know how you like to repeat your mistakes in life.
Not nice pubes are under his nose.
Yeah, sugar up the nose, right? Yeah, of course you would say something about drugs on my show. But of course today, Shuley is on Rumble, and that's the big news of the day is that apparently he got a strike for WWE clips or music from WWE.
Is that what you call fake engagement strikes now?
Apparently. Bobby Nick was telling me maybe before the show that there was some thoughts.
I watched the BS show, and they actually said that was a shot at you. That they were joking about that.
A shot at me?
Yeah, because you got a
we got a video blocked. Like all WWE does is they take down videos. Like if you play their shit on your show, even if you're commenting over it, they're pretty strict, and I found that out. and all they do is just take away. They block it in all countries. It's not a strike or anything. It's that's why we knew.
I've had like 4 of those.
The reason they tried to blame that on me is because everyone started calling them out for that totally not being the reason, because that's a copyright strike, not a community strike. So they went, and Joe watches our show pretty regularly. He's like, oh, no, it was, no, we were totally, it was us goofing on Steel Toe. They did that with their last strike, too. They lied about what it was about. They said it was about the music that they play, but it wasn't. And then they said, oh, no, we were kidding about the music thing. Like they kind of throw out the flimsy excuse first. And then when kind of the internet calls bullshit on it, they go, no, we were just fucking around.
It's a
Well,
joke.
again today, they said it was due to a song that they've been using for like 3 months. So
That's right.
I don't
That's
know.
not a community guideline strike. That's the horseshit. And somebody was saying, was it you, Derek, who said that if like the number one thing, or was it MLC today? I can't remember. They said the number one thing on community guideline strike is false interaction or false whatever.
False interaction, which means I would assume like bots or whatever, or like fake accounts making all the engagement in your streams, in your comments. And do you think you could actually fake buying super chats? That's like another thought I've heard. Well,
there are like bot systems that like third-party bot things that you can buy for YouTube. It'll give you everything from likes to the appearance of super chats. People don't really use them because YouTube has already stated very clearly, if you do this, we have algorithms now that detect this and we give you strikes, and people have been getting strikes for it. They issued probably this past spring, they issued some big bulletin to everybody that they're cracking down on this. So to even try to do that, even if you're trying to own Kevin Brennan, it's stupid.
yeah, absolutely. And then Shuli was talking about maybe moving to a different platform soon. I don't know how that exactly works. But what do you think, Bob's? Starting his own. Yeah, exactly. Like like a compound media or a censored.tv, like that kind of a setup, I would assume.
Yeah, but think about that. Compound Media was started by a guy who was on the second hottest show on satellite radio. And you only get a fraction of your audience to actually pay for that kind of shit. I mean, the only one who's really kind of pulled it off independently is Mike David. And even he hasn't recovered from when he got sick. And now he's doing like 1 show a week versus 2 or 3. I mean, it's really hard to pull off. And you can't do it with a small YouTube following. You need, like you said, Anthony did it. But Anthony did it after having hundreds of thousands of fans. It's tough to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's weird because like a couple of days ago, Keeping the 100 video get flagged for the word drugs. So YouTube, and I think Bobby P, said it great on the most recent show you guys did, where YouTube's rules sometimes literally change per day. Like, did you know, here's another one. I can say, I went to the gym and I got this new female personal trainer. She works her ass off. But what I can't say is, I went to the gym, I got this new female personal trainer. She's got a great A word. And because that's now sexism. And it's like all these different rules for certain for different days, and it's becoming extremely frustrating, baby.
But you can do yoga naked on YouTube.
Yeah, why is that okay?
Somehow
I
people
knew
get away
you
with
watched
that,
my
yeah.
backup channel, you fruitcake.
That's so funny you say that, because I just bookmarked a couple of videos to whack off to right afterwards.
Yeah, did you see the guy with the silver mutton chops, dude?
/Little Lemmy was not when he was bookmarking.
Look up Brazilian
I
waxing.
wish.
You can see pussy on YouTube if you look up Brazilian waxing.
Yeah, well, look at Granny. He's right there.
Hey! I was just going to say, we were just talking about the Shuli Network.
Goose. These animals.
Hell yeah, since we only got limited time here, let's keep moving.
Yeah, we really want to
I'm
get
sure
to the
the Shuli
hard-hitting
stuff will
issues on
work
this
out.
program. The Rape of Nanking. Go.
Yeah.
What do you think? Was that a little too far by the Imperial Japanese,
Hey,
or did the Chinese?
This is a professional, fucking well-organized program. Okay?
Is it?
Yeah.
Say Mammy.
Yeah, and we
Thanks,
don't tell
Jamie
jokes.
Foxx.
That's why we have Granny on.
Mammy.
Django makes a good point.
I hope he doesn't get
really
on.
you really are that 1 in 10,000. Never mind, but you get the idea.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Kind of looks
yeah,
like
so
Carlton Banks.
The other day I was in Discord and I just happened to, I'm on the NLO Discord, just FYI for you, Aaron.
Look
yeah,
out.
I'm very that's better than the Dabbleverse award by far. But no, I just happened to be in there and saw that he was doing a live stream and popped into the Discord, and I jumped right in there immediately and I started BSing with him. But of course, I had to ask him questions about you.
Really?
Yeah. So of course, he didn't kick me out.
I
he
heard that
knows
guy is not too fond of me.
No.
Yeah, and he knows that I'm fond of you. He was like, "Aren't you Stilto's buddy, like bro dog?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he didn't immediately boot me out, so I made it that far into the conversation.
Attaboy.
Yeah.
When Lemmy or when Granny picked that up there, he was being blown by a fan. It reminded me of the backstage at a Snoop Dogg concert. But I was wondering, can anybody do a Patrick Melton impression?
I mean, I can really just yell about tedious shit for 40 minutes. That's about the best I can do.
Because if you notice, he talks
The
kind of.
thing is, like, see, now I'm doing Kevin Brennan. It all goes into Kevin Brennan because you start shouting. He doesn't know what he's doing. Kevin doesn't know what he's doing. I know what I'm doing. Like, it's just shouting. It's high-pitched, kind of effeminate shouting.
Yeah,
That's what it all kind of devolves into.
Yeah, and Melton does that thing where when he finishes a certain word, he keeps his jaw down when he goes, "What are they talking about?"
Well,
I
you don't
actually
understand. You don't understand. He can't go a certain amount of minutes without eating, so he's waiting for someone to feed him. So he keeps his mouth open just in case.
Yeah, I
Is
can
that
do.
true? Is it true that he had like 10 McMuffins during the show?
As a snack, yeah. I mean, you didn't see the episode where they actually lowered a goat from a crane. He ate that. That was amazing.
I can do a good Melton though. Yeah. Hold on. My boy, the best smuggler I've ever hired.
Oh, Jesus. Get this guy out of here, Rob.
Oh, that was
God.
terrible.
Oh, would somebody
Fired.
sink the fucking Amistad that he's on right now?
Yeah, you were better
What
before
bugs you
Will
most
Smith.
about the way that he covers you?
What's that?
Aaron, what bugs you the most about the way Patrick covers you?
It bugs me. I don't know. Like I was telling Hughezy and Lemmy, like it's hard to take him seriously because you know that he's just a character that's not a real guy. Like I say, it's very bullied fat kid energy where he's creating kind of a portrayal of what he wants the world to think he is. But I mean, it's all just so try hard. I mean, I will say anytime anyone involves anybody who's not involved in streaming and like goes on a campaign to like smear the shit out of people that never wanted to do this whole thing, that's fucking, minor leagues and shit like that. But otherwise, it's just like, oh, look, I zoomed in on his forehead. They're going to get divorced. It's like, it's kind of yawn. It's kind of like old hat, recycled shit. It's, to quote Apollo Creed from Rocky 1, I don't feel any heat from this guy.
Yeah.
But for the family shit, I would like to do the boxing match that Alex Stein offered us. I would love to do
There
that.
you go.
Sure.
See that?
Oh, okay. Well, that's exactly what I was getting because I talked to him, like I said, from Discord, and that was my big question was he keeps saying that you're trying to duck the boxing match or whatever, and that's what I brought up was like I've heard you say over and over and over that you're more than willing to do it.
That's what I mean about him being phony. Like he's not a real guy. He talks and talks and talks and talks. And then the minute you go, all right, time for you to be honest and, be a authentic guy. And he comes up with some kind of weird, let me, the fucking word again. I forgot it.
Semantics.
semantic thing where he can back out. I've never seen someone just be openly that cowardly and explain it away. Like it's really impressive.
Fruit.
Yeah, I mean, what do you do? Are you gonna have Alex Stein set something up? Because that's what he was saying. Like, he's blocked me everywhere, so I can't get in touch with him. And then I asked Alex Stein, "Hey, would you get involved in this and be an intermediary?" And then he was like, "Oh, well," he was saying that Alex Stein was saying that, "Oh, he won't even answer him back now about that."
No, Alex wrote me yesterday. He and I went back and forth, and I said, absolutely. You guys got to learn something. I'm a little hip to this, the kind of gimmick that he does. He lies pretty much all the time. Like almost every word he speaks is a falsehood. It's creating a gimmick because who he really is a tragic human being. And so like the whole, he doesn't want to fight me. He doesn't want to fight. I go in, I'm sparring every Thursday. It wouldn't be a problem at all. Like if he wants to either do the thing with Alex Stein, which I've already agreed to, or if he just wants to come up here and he's like, well, I don't have any money, so you got to fly me up there. It's like, look, I told him, I said, you get a ticket. I'll reimburse you after you go through with it. And then, no, he's scared of me. He's running from me. It's just, it's one of those things that, like, you kind of, it's like a little kid when they throw a tantrum. You go, I don't have time for this nonsense.
Yeah.
Either do it or don't do it. Don't be a pussy.
Don't take it to heart. It's an idiot.
Yeah. I mean, exactly.
Bobby,
Why do you think he's obsessed with you?
I think he saw, like, Red Bar really crushed the shit out of him. And I don't think he ever saw a road back after that. And then he rode the me and Chad thing. And then we kind of didn't, I don't think we gave him the response he wanted. I think he wanted a radio war. And we kind of just gave him this guy's a fucking fat retard. And that's kind of how we address it whenever we talk about it. Or, hey, if you want to fight, I'll kick the shit out of you. No big deal. Sign the papers. And I think it just kind of worked for him. And there's a lot of, he's the only one who's really been able to monetize the hatred of my program. And I think that's what he did. He kind of became the voice for the anti-steel toe person. And that's a valuable voice. It's a necessary voice. And I think he just kind of monopolized it and he's riding the wave.
Yeah. So are you going to make attempts to banish him yourself, or are you just waiting for Red Bar to come along and try to take him out again?
I mean, how can you banish like something that we're all already nobodies? Like that's what I get a kick out of people who are in the anywhere from low hundreds to low thousands, low 1,000 viewership, and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna end this guy." Guys, I got bad news. We're all already ended. Like I always say, like I came from like broadcast radio. I'm now on probation. I'm in radio jail. That's what this is. This is my punishment, is I do streaming now. So we're all already nobodies. You can't make someone a less of a nobody. It would be like if somebody came along and said, I'm going to destroy that Ray DeVito. Like,
Oh,
ow.
all right. Yeah.
Yeah, he wouldn't know he was destroyed, though. That's the biggest problem.
Right. And
He wouldn't be
neither
aware
of
of
any.
No, yeah, like, so we did the Tampa papers, and we just decided not to talk about the Chadley guy. And then that was kind of my thought. How about, like, you just never brought him up again? We did Vegas papers, perhaps.
The Vegas papers. That sounds nice. Yeah, and didn't Chad melt down on his own? But Patrick's melted down numerous times, and I think he's got kind of an ironic following that kind of watch him for that kind of thing. He throws fits and yells and screams about people and threatens to sue, like that Misery Loves Clips guy, melts down over Chad, melts down over me, melts down over Kevin Brennan. So it's not like he kind of does all that stuff already.
Right.
Ooh.
Yeah, okay. Well, I know you did like being called the Dabbler of the Week or whatever, and then you said, well, hey, I'm not part of the Dabbleverse. So you actually did like that word.
All I'm saying about that is don't you fucking pull me into that, because I catch a lot of shit from my audience to this day about, don't go back to that shit. It's fucking boring. I hate it. It's stupid. It's retarded, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, don't flatter me with your niceties and things like that. My ego, I'll get pulled back into that shit. So stop saying my name.
Okay. Well, that's what I was saying. Like, but aren't you part of the Dabbleverse? Because they're gonna say your name daily. It's never gonna stop. They're always gonna be saying your name. So aren't you always gonna be getting drugged back into the Dabbleverse every day?
Yeah, the name and the personality in the show will get dragged. Don't drag me back into it, meaning don't make me drag myself back into it, I guess. Don't let me try to exercise a little bit of self-control, for Christ's sake.
I used to hit my girlfriend all the time, and I'd say, why did you make me do that?
Yes, exactly, Jerry.
Why did you make me hit you again? You did it again. Why?
Because they mouth off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep talking.
You guys
Right, mouthy.
keep
I
fucking
think-
gimmicks with the lot of you, dude. All right, we're going to fucking spousal abuse and domestic violence. How
Don't act
dare
like you don't. Let
Yeah,
me
that's
Danny
called
Glover makes a great point.
He is too old for this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love all the Rocky references. Keep it up. Yeah.
That was a
Yeah. I love when Rocky fought Danny Glover in Rocky 2. It was one of my favorite scenes of all time.
Yeah, I thought that Amy Schumer was really great as Thunderlips in Rocky 3.
Oh yeah, that
yeah, but
was.
she was better as the whale.
Yeah.
I liked her
Yeah,
better in
speaking of-
Event Horizon when her pussy sucked in all the planets and stuff.
Oh, God.
I liked her as Pearl and
Easy.
Blade.
Can you say that on YouTube? I don't know.
Yeah.
I believe
Is
that
that
was
a
Lizzo.
strike?
It was a black hole.
Okay, sorry.
Oh,
I'm not trying to be racist.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
always.
yeah,
oh,
you're
that's
not
my
doing
bad.
a
You
good
don't have
job
to
of
try
it right now.
hard.
I've got to be honest with you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm
so
not trying
there's
to
a
be
rumor.
racist. I just want to know what it's like to never ever get a cab ever again.
It peels off.
Black like Granny.
There's a rumor out there that Patrick Melton's wife is leaving him. Has anyone else heard about this? Hughezy, Aaron, let's hear it. Come on.
Oh, look at the quad father with topic. Hey, have you heard about this, folks? Have you seen that?
Hey, the Patrick Melton's wife, he's leaving him. No, I don't even know what his wife looks like, and to be honest with you, I kind of thought he was gay until recently. So, not that there's anything wrong with that, but yeah, I didn't know he had a wife. No offense, Granny.
I'm really consistent about all of this stuff, man. I don't want anybody's wife leaving anybody. I want everybody to make some money and have some fun. I think the family shit and is his wife going to leave him? I think when they do it to Kevin Brennan, I think it's gross. I think when they do the stuff about Bob's stepdaughter and shit, I think that's stupid. I don't know. As much as I think somebody's a shit broadcaster, I don't want their fucking real life to fall apart. Like, what kind of a fucking monster would do that and be like, oh, I want their life to fall apart? What is that person? Oh, excuse me. Being very choked up over this topic. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Hughezy got the best of me. But I don't know, like that whole, like, that just shows me you can't separate the internet, which is just kind of fun and phony, from real life, which is like, oh, I want this person to experience hardship because I don't like the show they do. Like, that's really retarded.
Although I did like the Destroy Ray DeVito idea.
I understand. And, we'll talk.
Yeah, we'll all talk backstage after. Absolutely. But did you enjoy dunking on MLO and MLC and Julie and everybody after you had a successful anniversary show and everything went great? You had all those
I think we
fans
really
show
just
up.
kind of. I think we just kind of celebrated the fact that we had a great anniversary show, and we also we publicly noticed that there wasn't much they could say about it. We enjoyed that part. We enjoyed the part.
Nice.
We enjoyed the silence, I think, more than anything else. But really, I think 90% of our coverage of our anniversary show was how much goddamn fun we had and how little Granny thought my tits were versus his expectation of them.
That's very true. Also, the swinging, dude. It was nice to see your cock for once.
You know what? I only did it for you. You weren't supposed to.
I-
You've already broken the agreement that we had.
I know.
We signed an NDA, dude.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Sue me. What are you gonna take?
Tonight, Granny's dressed up as an NDA. Well, the first part of it. Anyway.
The blacks.
Yeah, from all that swinging you guys did there at the anniversary show, and you guys had that super spreader event. What did you get a chance to rub Gino's back or rub his hair while he was puking?
Yeah, no, you know what? Because I was nursing a migraine, so I was just I think Lemmy was out at a table. I went outside like a pussy to get away from loud noises and music, and I had a glass of water. The Irishman won't know what that is. It's a thing. Never mind. So, and I'm sitting.
You mean warm ice?
Exactly.
Yeah, I know that.
And I'm just sitting at the table holding my head and just going, oh, it hurts, not realizing Lemmy and like 5 other people are at the table next to me just taking notes on what a fucking pussy I am.
Sorry,
I gave you medicine, you asshole.
That's right. You did give me medicine.
Could you do that again where you said, oh, it hurts? Because you saw that was exactly Ray DeVito. He was like,
oh, it hurts.
Yeah. So, are you waiting for the Minnesota Prize Police to knock on your door at any time? Because
yeah, I am waiting for the.
I'm sure
Minnesota
you're really
State,
worried about that.
The Minnesota State Lottery is hot on my heels, and I am terrified of it. You know, that's another one of those gay ops things, along with like strike a channel and go right to the Lottery Commission. It's like, if you got enough time to pull that shit, read a fucking newspaper and get ready for a goddamn talk show. Jesus, I'm going to find out how to write a letter to the Lottery Commission. I don't think that's the own that you think it is. You've now just admitted to people that I'm learning how to write letters to a lottery commission. Only 90-year-old women who buy scratch-offs should know what that address is.
Well, you should collect coupons too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, and I have heard like you say that you're going to take a trip down to Vegas, and I know he lives in Vegas. So I was curious, like with the Alex Stein thing, you could probably set something up easily in Vegas. I think their laws are pretty lax on doing boxing events. Is that a possibility in the works?
Oh, their laws are not lax on doing boxing events. That's one of the, there's all the regulations, like just fighting amateur. You have to take a physical. You have to check in with a doctor before the event. You have to get your blood pressure taken and all this stuff. Like you have to be amateur. And then it's more so in professional, the hoops you have to jump through. Yeah, you got to go through, like, you got to get medically cleared to fight. But no, Alex is putting it all together. I don't know how much I can say, but I know it's not going to be in Las Vegas. We're going with friends to watch the Vikings play the Raiders. So that should be a lot of fun. I'm not one of those people who would go to another town and like, oh, I'm going to spend my vacation time doing internet drama things. It's like I wouldn't feel clean if I did that.
Yeah, enjoy your experience.
Right.
So you're saying you're scared then, right?
I'm terrified. Oh my God. Hey, there he is running again.
Yeah.
Granny.
Oh, he's
no. Speaking of boxing, though, as far as like Stevie
Lou
Lou,
WrestleMania 6.
Yeah.
Stevie Lou's going to be fighting Ryan Katsu Rivera. I don't know if you heard about this.
Yeah.
It looks like Roddy Piper at WrestleMania 6. That's a real.
Yeah, he actually does right now, right? With the red shirt. Yeah.
And no, Granny with the Bad News Brown black. You've never seen Roddy Piper in blackface at WrestleMania 6?
I have.
He painted half.
I don't
his
watch
body.
wrestling.
Yeah, what are you, gay? No, he painted half his body black to fight to wrestle a black guy.
Yeah.
Oh, you called me gay? Did you just call me gay? Oh, well, I have actual evidence that you might be gay. Let's look.
I would rather get caught like sucking a dick and going, oh, no, it was a dare. We're doing a bit. Rather than someone walk in and I'm pounding a fat chick, like an obese woman.
We'll eat a lot of dick.
That was something I said that this morning, and I said right away I should have thought that one through, kept it in the holster. I didn't mean that.
Granny looks. Granny
Oh,
looks like he's very slowly turning into Venom.
Oh, I go.
What amount of racism have we walked into?
Yeah, he's Michael Jackson before the Dangerous album came out. Oh!
By the way, backstory here. I almost said funny backstory, but it's probably not. The paint that Roddy Piper used to do that did not wash off, so he had to walk through the Toronto airport in that paint after WrestleMania.
By the way,
So he looked like Perry Caravello after his compound visit. Huh?
Don't say that. Tim will block your email. He will get mad. Block your email. He'll get upset with you. How dare! I got in trouble with Perry's manager because I had the audacity to say Perry's appearance on Anthony was hilarious because he did it in blackface. That wasn't blackface. That steel toe guy, he's being a piece of shit, Perry. Don't talk to him anymore. Fuck you, Tom.
And good luck finding footage of that match because the whole idea was for some reason Roddy Piper wrestled as a black man. And he was kind of, making a couple of stereotypical jokes during it. And it's, let's just say, it's up there with Owen Hart fall footage.
Oh.
How's he doing, by the way, Roddy?
Not too good.
He's dead.
Oh,
He's hanging out with Chris Benoit, from what I hear.
Yeah.
oh, really?
And
Bray Wyatt.
and Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
They're just choking women and children and with the angels now.
They're all good AIDS.
Oh, okay.
Full-blown AIDS.
Yeah.
So, do you have any advice for a taller boxer like Stevie Lou fighting a bone crusher like Ryan Katsu-Rivera, who's actually really short but buff?
Stevie Lou has been, we've been talking about his fight he's got coming up. And does Ryan have any he has some combat experience, doesn't he? At least training wise, or no?
Yeah, he does train boxing. He has for like the last year and a half, something like that.
Yeah, that's going to be difficult for Stevie Lou. I like Stevie. He's a big, tall guy. When he asked me, what should I do? I said, look, man, get as much sparring time as you can before this. Anybody can hit the heavy bag. You got to go in there and get rounds with guys and get the feel for what it's like to be in the ring. He's a really tall dude, though. I would say develop a good jab, double it up, and see if you can keep him away and smother him when he's on the inside. And hopefully I'm pulling for Stevie Lou. I am. I think he's the underdog, but I'm pulling for the guy. But yeah, use your height. Most guys, when they first start fighting, it's just you tell them, develop a really strong jab. Don't worry about much else than that. And hopefully that'll carry the day for you.
And smother him like you would a baby. Got it.
Yeah.
Right. Precisely. Smother him like Chris Benoit smothered his son.
There you go.
I hope Stevie Lou gets murdered.
Oh,
Not a bad
God.
way.
In Minecraft, that's
God,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
isn't
yeah.
a recording, Hughezy. Come on. Jeez, man. What are you doing to us here?
You should have heard the
I love how
vulgar
Granny's in
stuff.
blackface and they're going, Hughezy, that's far too much.
Exactly.
it's a charcoal mask, dude. Okay, and
That's
I'm
what I
looking at
meant.
the tax situation. It's
Yeah,
raining.
when you-
No. Yeah.
Yeah, when you hear
This is-
Bobby P's accent, he sounds like he owns Granny.
I do. I do. I get to
You
tell him
easy.
when he can fuck with me.
You come in
Now,
here,
I'm saying that
you try
have
to
the
fuck
freedom.
my wife.
Not
You
not
fucking
me.
you
Nope.
treat me like Bobby P.
No.
And then you also, by the way, Aaron, did you know that Bobby P is going to go spend the weekend with Jay Hudson
Not
and sleep
true.
in the same
That's
bed?
not even
Yeah.
close to true.
Yeah.
I'm terribly sorry. I've got
No.
Jake is. I've had a cyclical relationship with Jake. We fuck, we fight, and then we fuck again. But Jake is now back to sending me DMs 3 times a day, asking me to join him on StreamYard, and it always whenever
fucking
Jake
hates me.
starts, and then he's like, "You're the reason I started streaming," and I'm like, "Don't tell people that. I don't.
Yeah.
Aaron, I have a hypothetical question for you, okay?
I love him."
Would you rather suck a guy off to completion or sleep in the same bed as Jake
Suck
Hudson?
the guy off to completion.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was there an
Didn't
or?
even get it out.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So, what was it like meeting old Gino Visconti? Did you enjoy that? All
Gino
the bracelets and fingernail polish and all the swinging. I mean, golf.
Gino is a great fucking time. I can't say a negative thing about Gino Visconti. Keanu's a cunt, but Gino's great. He's awesome. No, Keanu's wonderful too. But no, both of them are great. They're coming back in September. We're gonna go watch a Vikings game and stuff like that, and then Hopefully they come back to see Chrissy Mayer and Lila Hart live at Partners Pub on Saturday, October 21st in Sartell, Minnesota. Get your tickets at eventbrite.com. But yes, Gino was wonderful. He's an adorable young man. He is a blast to drink with, and the man can puke and rally even at
like
the age
this
of 50.
thoughts. Right, yeah, he puked all over the place. In that, he drinks like a fish, huh?
Right. But what people don't know about that, the fans that were at the show only saw him vomiting and then being taken home. When I got home later, he had gotten up out of bed, came down, and hung out for a little bit. So Gino did, he rallied. I don't think he drank anything else, but he did rally. He sat on the couch.
Is this when you had this thought in your head?
He looks like a retard who just saw a balloon animal get made. He's just so happy.
Are we talking about Jake again?
No, he looks like
Roberts,
saw the Ark of the Covenant.
Totally uncalled for. So I know you're limited on time. You got the Chrissy event in there. So what's next for Steel Toe? Is compound media going to be a bigger part of what you're doing, or are you going to still just try to get back onto radio or mainstream? What is your goal? What are you aiming for, man?
We've got some people we're talking to. We got some things in the works. It's got to, I don't know. When it comes to the broadcasting thing, you either got to if you're going to do it full time, you got to either grow or die in an odd way. So we got to, we're working on some things, and they're looking very promising. It's just everything related to anything broadcasting, in my experience, always takes way longer than you'd like it to. But I'm very excited and very positive. Until then, we just keep doing the show. And on Rumble, on YouTube. Tell you what, man, I'm thinking about taking that. Man, there's Rumble's like a couple of working the kinks out away to me. Just I think going over there because boy, the way they promote you and the way they put your stuff out on like front pages and stuff like that. Like when we're on there on Friday, it's bananas, man. It's crazy. I like it there. But YouTube, look, we're on YouTube too at the moment. Rumble, go follow on Twitter. You guys have all that stuff down there, and go subscribe to Lemmy and Hughezy as well.
Before you take off, can I just we got 2 questions for you, one from a fan and one from a hater.
I like that. I want the hater
one. Which one do you want first?
I want the hater one first. I love those people.
Why don't you wear a hat or shave your head?
Look, I will respond with this. I understand your frustration. But it's just, I don't know, when you're on a broadcast and nobody's wearing a hat, are they? Oh, you are. It's different. His legs don't work. When you wear a hat and you're on a broadcast, I don't like the way I look in it and everything. What was the other one? Shave my head? Do you really? Okay. If you don't like
Do you like me? Be me, Aaron. Just be me.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me get a curtain rod and beat the shit out of my knees for 36 hours, and we'll be right there. But honestly, if you don't like me, is the me shaving my head thing going to make you go, oh, he's not a total arrogant cunt who I don't find funny at all? No, it's not going to help. Just let me leave the hair where it is, and I'll ride this thing into the sunset like Shawn Michaels did.
Have you ever thought about a nice fedora?
See, I was trying to stay away from gay. And
okay.
Yeah.
Well, we always circle back to that here on the BYB podcast. That's our thing. Along with blackface, of course. A fan question. Have you ever considered using Twitch account for like steel toe bonus content or like smaller interviews? Something to do like with getting a peek behind the curtain necessarily.
Look, as Granny and Lemmy both know, there's a problem with the Twitch question, and that is I've been banned from Twitch. But we have talked numerous times about ban evading and creating an account and seeing how long it lasts. I probably will do that. Anyone who's listened to my show for any amount of time knows that I talk about things for about 3 months. I'm notoriously lazy, and then when I finally do it, it does get done. So we'll do the Twitch thing eventually. And then I'll get kicked off of that.
Aaron, how's my skin look?
He's got to back me up. I can't see your skin anymore.
Yeah, less red?
You know what? You're a pretty boy. Actually, you know what? It does. I mean, you still look like Glades trash, but you don't look as burnt and cancer-ridden.
Or
As you-
greasy.
Yeah, actually, that helped a little bit. You actually look younger after that.
Thank you.
Apparently, that mask doesn't crack, if you know what I mean.
Oh, that's
The blacks.
No, but yeah, we know you got to get out of here. Thank you very much for coming on, sir. Is there anything else you wanted to plug or say before we boot you out of here? Good riddance.
Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to Steel Toe. Subscribe to Lemmy. Subscribe to Granny. Don't subscribe to Hughezy until his content gets better. But other than that, everyone, no, of course, subscribe to Hughezy. He's a wonderful boy, and he's a great interviewer. And it was far more pleasant being on his show than this one. So,
yeah, obviously.
Of course not. I love this place. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
God bless you, Mr.
Yeah,
Eric.
thank you very much. You have a good one. Go kick some butt at boxing.
Later, Aaron.
Try not to
See
make
ya.
it sound so gay next time. Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Later.
Oh,
There he
you know, Granny Lemmy was telling me about coming to visit Florida and stuff.
You're not coming to my house.
She said we get a hotel somewhere.
No, you're not getting a fucking. You're not fucking my old lady.
She said oral doesn't count.
No, I've heard the phrase "sucking ain't fucking and eating ain't cheating." I know exactly
Yeah.
what you're trying to fucking pull here.
Yeah.
You got a big ass head, dude.
You could afford a hotel? Someone's
that's
doing
what I'm saying.
well.
You know how much of a pain in the ass that's going to be to get out of your beard?
It
Yeah,
washes.
that's what it was. He's probably gonna have to shave to get that out. You know.
No, it washes right. Don't worry about it. Don't listen. Don't worry about me. I'm trying to get a good tax situation going on here. Oh look, there it goes.
Like a burn victim.
Yeah, Mississippi burning.
Hey, it's a great comedy.
Oh yeah, especially if you
Yeah.
watch the Hughezy edit, you just hit the rewind button.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, you got to back up at certain parts and get the laugh in. It's classic. A Birth of a Nation. That's another good one.
Oh Lord.
Is that the one starring Hitler?
Yeah, I'm gonna let my dogs out real quick. You guys talk about racist things.
Well, Downfall was a good.
The blacks.
Yeah. Downfall was a good movie. I don't know if you've seen it, but
I know.
See films like that, and like, have you ever seen 12 Years a Slave?
Yeah.
another great comedy.
That's the one with Oprah, right?
No, that's
you're
the color
thinking of
purple.
Shark Tale.
Oh,
But with the 12 Years a Slave, why would anybody watch that twice? Like, it's a tough watch. Like, I'd rather watch The Wedding Singer.
I don't know what you're talking about. I jack off to that.
plus
The
I already
Wedding
know how
Singer?
it ends. I don't understand people who watch movies when they already know how they end. Like
Oh, come on.
Titanic, never seen it. I know
Well.
how it ends.
Are you talking about rewatching or just having spoilers and then just not
Roots, huh?
I watched the Roots for the first time during the pandemic.
How'd OJ
and,
do?
It was the highlight of my life.
Was it really?
He had it coming.
OJ did?
Oh, OJ?
Yeah.
He didn't do it.
No,
He didn't. I think his brother did it, or his son, or whatever. I think
I don't
his son.
care if he did. I think he was justified.
Yeah.
What did
And-
obnoxious John do now?
Yeah, and I just want the, like, are we going to cancel the Naked Gun trilogy? I don't think so. Those films are so funny that O.J. Simpson got away with murder.
That is hilarious.
And that's a fact.
That is
Nordberg. His name begins with N, by the way.
No,
The blacks.
yeah. Hell yeah.
Patty whiskey, diddly dee potatoes, Mr. O'Neill, Mr. McDougal.
Mr.
Yeah.
McDonald.
Yeah.
You know
You're
what?
stuck with us.
I love hearing Quadfathers speak to Bobby P, because I've just started replaying Red Dead Redemption, and
What?
it feels like I'm in the game.
Oh, okay. Okay. See, it's because we have terrible accents.
Some
there.
crippled guy has a punching bag in Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, We're gonna get on that beach and retrieve them rifles from them fellers that robbed us.
I'll tell you what. Hey, that's really good. I'll tell you what, boy.
We got them.
Go behind that tree. You ever heard of Mississippi
French
Wind?
fry potatoes.
I reckon you can
We
pick
can
me
take
up
some
something
water
pretty
in the
good.
hole.
That's his
Yeah,
job.
we'll
Me?
put Bobby P's
Yeah.
head in the dump tank when we do the water and hole.
I reckon this Scottish feller come running up in here on this show.
Yeah,
He got to over talking and whatnot. And
that guy's from one
I
of
reckon-
them there big cities. He's got one of them $9 cars.
some about a coworker or something. And I reckon some people call it comedy. I call it gay.
Yeah, somebody needs to get me one of them there cold facial creams.
I reckon if I put mustard on my penis, Bobby P will enjoy it more.
Yeah, Granny, what's that face cream called again?
The black one.
Come.
It's actually just called Black Mask.
Oh,
Very
there you go.
appropriate name.
You know, about 50 years ago, it would have been called blackface. Definitely.
Thank you, Bobby P. I didn't fucking know that.
I don't think 50 years ago that have been as subtle as going with blackface.
No,
Well, I
that
mean-
was very subtle.
In all fairness, Granny doing blackface, it's not that much different than him doing purple face or red face all the time.
I look great.
It's just a slight difference in tint.
Culturally
Depending on
appropriate
the
names
day.
regularly.
I probably am gonna have to go wash all this shit off my face, by the way, because it's not tacking up. It's raining. The humidity's dipped. I've really got myself into a bind here. A little
Yes, you
bit.
did. Yeah.
Hughezy, don't try to fuck my old lady. Same goes for you, Quadfather. Bobby P and Bobby Nick are gay, so there's no worries there. And if you, maybe we'll see y'all on Twitch because I'm still doing a show tonight. So thank you for having me. I know that I was.
Oh, Hughezy, he really likes you. As soon as Sto leaves, he leaves. He must really think you're the cat's meow, Hughezy.
I like
Look at this
Hughezy
guy.
a lot.
Oh yeah,
this shit-
obviously. You take off the second steel toe left. Yeah, leave you here. Leave us here with the freaking Irish guy. That's rude. What are
This
we gonna
isn't
do?
your fucking day, Derek. I wish the pool would have finished the job.
Every day is my day. What are you talking about? You're living in my world.
No, I'm fucking not. Okay, you understand?
And anyway, all the
look
chicks look at
ridiculous right
Hughezy
now.
like a piece of meat. So what do you think Lemmy's gonna do when you leave? She's
Scotch
looking at
Bonnet.
him like a fucking. She's looking at him like a rack of ribs right now.
I'll
Yeah.
keep an eye on her, Granny. Don't worry.
All
Oh, we
thank
all
you.
keep an eye on Lemmy. That's not a problem. We'll all keep an eye on
Again,
her.
dude.
She kept asking me to do bench presses and burpees while we were recording that podcast. It was kind of weird, but I did it.
Best
Yeah, it's
$50
like
I
the
ever spent.
same thing last time I was on your show, right? I asked the same
Yeah.
thing.
But you weren't doing any burpees.
Yeah. No, usually when I go swing, I do burpees. But other
I'm
than
outta
that, I
here.
don't.
Fuck y'all.
Not really. I just make bubbles. They go to the surface. No, nobody got that. All right.
Fuck, thought that guy would never leave. Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. Hey, hey, Lemmy. Hey,
Oh,
glad
hey.
you stayed. We got rid of that loser.
Quit
Aren't
trying
you?
to
Get
fuck my old
wasted.
lady, Derek.
I thought that was him for real for a second.
Well,
A little under the weather,
mean-
ladies.
what, Bobby P?
Nothing.
Did you say
What
you're
the
a little
why
under
say
the
something
weather?
and then say nothing? You fucking idiot! Why do you do that? I just told you last night. I'm gonna kick you off the show if you ever do that again. You know that's the rule. You're fucking gone. You're gone.
Gone existed, dude.
All right, that's better. Yeah, and then there was
Unbelievable.
only
I'm glad
three
that piece of
guys.
shit's gone.
Yeah,
You guys,
such a
yeah.
bum. Oh shit, he came back. He's like Jake Hudson. He's you can't get rid of the guy. You just keep popping back on my damn show. Okay, Bobby P.
Just taking care of some business. Hey guys, how y'all doing? Are we live yet?
Yeah.
We've been live for like almost an hour.
I don't know who needs an intervention more, Hughezy or Bobby P.
I'm not.
Bobby P.
I'm actually fairly sober right now.
Yeah, I'm stone cold
Yeah,
sober today.
Pretty sober.
Lies. You're Irish. You can't be. That's not possible. I don't believe you for a second.
And yeah, Bobby P, you'll be flopping on the floor like a
Not
fish
true.
tonight on No
No.
Filter. I know you will.
Oh,
No, I'm feeling a little sick. Yeah, I'm not feeling good today. So
By the way, I was watching the episode when you were talking about was it Randy Quaid or Dennis Quaid films?
Yes.
Have you ever seen the one he did called Savior?
I don't think so. No.
It's fucking brutal. Where it's about this guy. It's about like a racist soldier who joins the army specifically because he's a racist and he wants to kill Muslims.
The blacks.
So, so then when he's part of the war, he realizes that there's people like him that are taking it way too far, and like some guy's beating up a pregnant woman while she's giving birth because he wants to kill the fucking baby. So of course Randy Quaid realizes we're doing the wrong thing and he saves her. It's fucking crazy. Yeah, Savior.
Yeah, I have it right
That
here.
baby? Is that
Wow.
the baby?
Yeah, that's a great film. Well, I don't know if it's great,
So
but
what
it's
did he
fucking
do?
rough.
I think it's the 1998 one.
You said Randy Quaid, so let's just make sure everyone in the audience understands that you just made a mistake.
Way to go, Hughezy.
Hughezy made a mistake.
Dumbass.
He said Randy Quaid. He meant Dennis Quaid. Sorry for that, folks. After the show, I'll cut it out in post and fix it because obviously Hughezy can't figure that out.
Forgive me.
We apologize. That's my point.
We apologize.
But the best film he was in, of course, was Inner Space. Thank you.
Inner Space.
That's what I said.
I remember that one. I seen that at the theater. when I was a
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah,
I went with the same
when
one,
he's
man.
injected into Martin Short's body.
Yeah.
Favorite
Yeah, I was gonna
military
look
movie?
at some
Go.
chat.
Favorite military movie? It's gotta be Major Payne, starring Damon Wayans.
Like Sergeant Bilko.
Not
Yeah.
bad. Not bad. Choo choo. I love the train story when he tells him the little kid the story of, and then he gets all fucking gets the flashbacks going, like, and then I cut his legs. I ain't got no legs. You ain't got no legs. It was kind of a Rambo ripoff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Anyway,
you know.
sorry to make
I
it
like
weird, everyone. I do that from time to time. That's part of my allure.
It is. That's why we love you. I think mine would be Platoon.
Did he just have a seizure?
Platoon? No, the best military film is The Predator.
Oh,
There you go.
okay. All right. I've never seen this.
No, I think like
No.
maybe Full Metal Jacket, but it's kind of weird that movie's only.
It's like half good.
Yeah. No, the best one is This Means War, starring Reese Witherspoon and Tom Hardy. Oscar-winning classic, and you're welcome.
I always got my notepad out just to
Drawing
my
dicks.
wife,
how retarded everybody's being.
my Wi-Fi was spazzing out there. Is everything all good?
My
It is now.
Wi-Fi.
You're okay now, but yeah, you were fucked up for a bit there.
Yeah. Like, really
Yeah,
bad?
it went out. Yeah,
You look-
really bad. All right. I think that's all right. Yeah, so we pretty much brought you here today, Hughezy, because some comments you made on another show where we thought it might be useful to have an intervention with you and Bobby P, of course. I don't know if do you remember making these comments? Let's go ahead and we'll play the clip, and then we'll go over why we brought you here.
Started drinking when I was 11. Painkillers, I think's the name. Yeah. And I was fucked up, and I started hallucinating. Like, that sounds fucking great. Like, let's go over there. We'll bring the Whoes, get the drugs. It'll be a good time. Someone with the meth problem is, why don't you come on over?
Cocaine, one hell of a drug, folks.
Hell yeah. The best porn stars. What's up, whore?
Cocaine, one hell of a drug, folks.
Hell yeah.
Man, about that, is this something you do a lot? You get the whores, the porn stars, the coke, you hallucinate, you get drunk. You started drinking when you were 11?
Yeah, I don't hallucinate.
You don't do hallucinogens?
No, I didn't say that.
Oh.
But
so you were lying in that clip.
Thankfully, due to Andy Dick, I wasn't the most wasted person that's been on Little Mir's podcast. He was a fucking slobbering mess.
Yeah, we showed that last night. I actually went over all those clips. Yeah, that's about as bad as you could possibly be on a podcast. Laying on the ground sideways when he was trying to drink the water, and it was just like pouring right back out of his face. Yeah, he wasn't doing so good.
Everybody starts drinking. Well, people my age started drinking early because the Troubles were still on, so you really couldn't do much apart from drink and get fucking hammered. But that's why they're all pussies these days, because they can't handle it.
Yeah, not like Granny, who drinks 18-pack a day of Bush Light. It's extra light because it's closer to water. Hydration. It's all about the hydration, right, Granny?
Yeah, it also blows your asshole out.
Oh, yeah.
A lot.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that right, Hughezy?
Nice.
It certainly is.
The drunk shits are the best, though.
Yeah, does
Shitting
Guinness do
while
that
drunk?
to you?
I've never done that.
Does Guinness do that to you?
Will make you go to the
blow
ladies'
ass?
room? Yeah, probably.
I don't think Granny's been in a men's room myself.
Me? No, I just use Porta John.
Oh, the other Granny.
Well, you were fucking clipping. Sorry, okay?
Yeah.
You blame me for your fucking technical issues.
You know, I have to say, Grammy, that your skin looks sublime right now.
Thank you. It's got a good shine to it, doesn't it?
Got some nice little nips.
The blacks.
Yeah, but you couldn't say shine before.
Yeah, it's like a 40 ounce of freedom. It looks sublime.
Oh, good one, Derek. Why did I come back?
Why did you?
Because I went and
For
took a shower.
transformative content.
Oh, God.
This is one of the best. This is great, dude. You know what, bro? Hey, how about this, bro? I'm gonna fuck you up, bro. Whoa!
Sorry, bro. I didn't mean any offense. I was trying to.
Andy. At the end of the day, look at me real quick.
Hey, Thomas, turn that down. Thomas.
You're a great individual. Thank you for coming on our show. Honestly, it was an honor.
Was he drinking?
I love this boy.
Yeah.
I don't know who he is, but I love him.
No, I mean, the interview started with him sitting upright. It just ended.
Yeah, of course.
He also looks like he worked day labor. Fucking
I'm not
twisting
your
a stop
boyfriend,
sign.
Yeah.
Not yet.
I'll
Yeah,
fuck
for
you,
sure.
maybe.
he complimented
Well,
wearing.
when
Look,
you're
it's
in
like
film
the
and whatnot, have you ever experienced when they give you the script and whatnot?
that's what they were saying, like blue color gear, but it's like reflective tape shirt. So like it's for like road workers. So if you're out on the street doing work, it's the reflective T-shirt. It's fucking plus the obvious bright fucking yellow. So
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe he.
No, I
Yeah, go
like
ahead.
those guys, but it became really obvious that they didn't do research in that interview. Like, they started asking him about Phil Hartman's wife, and that whole shit was because of Andy Dick, and it ruined his career for years. And they're asking him about it. It's like, how the fuck did you not read about this first? Do you know that story?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, go ahead. You can tell it again. It is an Go for it, man. Rip it.
Andy Dick got Phil Hartman's wife to relapse on drugs, and so she had a coke problem, and they had a gun in the house, and she was arguing with Phil Hartman, so she killed him and killed herself. And it's all Andy Dick's fault.
Oh my God.
That's. And there's also
so he has an excuse to be a total alcoholic and addict. What's yours?
It's fun.
That's
Fair
a
enough.
fair fucking answer.
Yeah, and but there's also rumors that Andy Dick got Chris Farley relapsing after like a long period of sobriety. So Andy Dick may be a piece of shit. You
Maybe.
shit Dick.
Literally.
Yeah, well, yeah. We believe that he's probably more likely a shit dick than had sex with Elisa Jordana, right?
There's no way he fuck.
I mean, he's got kids.
He said that in the interview that she's like totally doesn't like sex and they never had sex. Actually, he admitted that. They asked him that. But I love the intro, like you said, though. They didn't do like any research because Lil Mir introduces him like dead center in the very beginning of the intro. He says he called Andy Dick comic, and then Andy Dick got all offended. He was like, "I'm not a comic. I'm a comedic actor." He's like, "I don't know what you're talking about, man." It was pretty funny.
Yeah, I mean they're
didn't
nice
get it.
guys, but yeah, they didn't know anything about Andy Dick. I just think they wanted him on. But how the fuck is Andy Dick still alive? Like, how do you get wasted that much that often and not be fucking dead from like stomach rupture or whatever?
You tell us. You would know.
Oh, I've had a couple of health issues.
How about you, Bobby P?
I was throwing up blood a couple months ago, and then shitting black tar, and then it went away.
I think he's
Black
having
tar
some
heroin?
health issues right now, right? Actually.
Yeah. All right, listen to this. Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of Freddie Mercury, we brought that up earlier in the show. Bobby P, when's the last time you were at a bathhouse?
I don't think we have any down here, but I would say about a year ago.
I have a feeling if there was a bathhouse around there, you would know where it was at.
But no, I don't think so. Not in Gulfport. I mean, we don't do that kind of stuff down here. But New Orleans, it's an hour away. Nothing wrong with a bathhouse.
I gotcha.
And you go and get sweaty. You sweat out all the bullshit.
Oh, I thought it was
Right.
just dudes jerking each other off.
No. That's a common misconception. It's not true. No.
Okay.
So are you on prep? Do you take the prep?
My I don't know how prep taken. I was gonna say the blister pack ran out a little while ago, so I don't know if it's a shot or what. I don't know. Yes.
Hello?
Who's burping?
Hello?
Hello?
No, I was looking up prep. Yeah, as you guys probably know, PrEP is the HIV preventative pill. So for all you folks out there, like Bobby P, you should be on this medicine before you head to any bathhouses or whatnot. The 80s were great, but Bobby P's excursions are greater. So just make sure you double up on those pills if you're going to hang out with people like Bobby P. Good job, guys.
Was that an AIDS joke?
No. Yes.
What happens in New Orleans stays in New Orleans. It's what happens. You know, same thing. That's
well,
basically
we know
our
what happens. It's called a festival.
Hey,
right?
shush.
Mardi Gras. Hughezy, you've probably been to America. Do you hang out at any festivals, or have you been to any big events like Mardi Gras or the Boston Marathon? You seem like a bomber.
Well,
Irish car bomb.
Yeah, no, I've been to America once, and I thought
To what?
Once, and I thought that'll do.
No, what did you go to?
America.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry.
Yeah, pronounce it right. It's called Murica. Murica.
I thought he said Mardi Gras. It just came out retarded a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah,
What's your favorite thing
there's-
about America? Where did you go? What happened? Come on, tell us. Give us all them juicy deets.
Went to Manhattan, heard black people swear for the first time in person.
The blacks.
Which was great.
Watch it.
Had to consistently explain to people that I wasn't from Scotland, which didn't get annoying. And gained weight so fucking quickly. Like after you go to 9/11 and you see
When you go to 9/11.
yeah, and you see the hilarious fucking results of what the boys get up to, you think, fuck this. Get over it, you pussies.
Did you shoot a gun?
Fucking
Yeah.
God.
I ran through a school going, stop being fucking boring, come on.
Yeah.
What kind of gun did you shoot, Hughezy?
Custard
The black
cannon.
one.
They got guns in Scotland?
My mom did yeah, go ahead. Ireland. Do you guys get guns in Ireland? Can you?
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Like, do you have a limited amount of guns you can choose from? Can you only get like shotguns or like rifles?
You get whatever you need. It's the IRA.
Oh.
Oh.
Makes more sense.
Sinn Féin?
Don't worry, you'll get whatever. It depends on how angry you make us. We will get you at some point. Don't worry.
Is that right? Sinn Féin? Are you part of that sect?
Yeah.
Nice.
God bless you, sir. Thank
Can you
you.
show us the tattoo?
Oh, no tattoos.
Oh,
Because I remember once I got drunk and I wanted to get all the tattoos that Axl Rose had. And then I realized that would have been fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. Certainly
That
would.
is true.
One time, my mom she brought a foreign exchange student. We swapped out with a kid from France, and this was like 20 some years ago. But that's the one thing I made sure I did because he came and hung out with me one day. I took him out in the woods and let him shoot my assault rifle. It's the one time in his life he'd never shot a gun before, and I guarantee he's probably never shot another gun since. So I let him empty out a couple clips on SKS. Is kind of like an AR, no, kind of like a AK-47. So
Yeah.
I made that day count for all it was worth. That guy was an American for a day.
God bless you for that. That's doing the Lord's work right there.
That's what I thought.
That always sounds like my idea of hell. That if you have a tourist coming to stay in your house, because then you're stuck with them. It's not like you can randomly meet them out and be like, well, I've got to go record with Lemmy something for OnlyFans. But instead, it's like, oh great, there's a fucking French person in my house using my shower for 5 days. So I've got to figure out 5 days worth of shit constantly to keep this smelly cunt fucking
I was about to say, first
occupied.
problem is they're French.
Yeah,
Smelly cunts.
yeah.
Frogs, right?
And the women,
No.
big
Stop.
nose cunts.
Oh, you almost said it. You almost said it. I saw the lips form with a J, and then you brought it right back.
Yeah, reel back, Hughezy. Reel back. What's that? What are you doing? Oh, I think he's already had enough to drink this evening.
What?
What are you doing?
I think
Thank
he's
you,
watching
Jesus.
porn at the same time doing this interview.
I think he's been drinking. He's been on the water, big time.
Big water.
Big water.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's coming down, everyone.
And again, that's just because I gotta I'm out on I might actually go drinking tomorrow. You'd be glad to know and get really fucked up and say you know what to a certain type of person. Might as well.
Well, I'll get you
The
arrested.
blacks.
I'm an African American. It's like then you're really not welcome here. Yeah, that was obviously I was talking about Charlize Theron because she's from Africa and she's
South Africa,
African-American.
right?
Yeah,
You
so
could have
that's
been saying that
exactly-
about Elon Musk, right?
That's exactly who I was talking about. What the fuck? Elon Musk is stupid. He didn't invent anything. I did.
Oh, you did it all, right?
Yeah.
What did you invent? Let's hear it.
No, because you won't believe me if I told you. I invented Beverly Hills Cop.
Did you?
Again?
Yeah.
Who'd you cast in
And
it?
somebody
It's
goes,
gonna get
you know, somebody says, you know, they've already made 3 of them. And I says, oh, why? Because I'm Irish, I can't invent stuff. And I sued them and I get billions.
Nice.
Me
Name
and
one
Dr.
thing.
Chow hang out with their money.
Name one thing an Irish person has invented. I mean, no, we could be cousins. We kind of look alike.
With Guinness.
Whiskey?
I know we invented large ticket concert prices. Thank you, Bono.
Oh, really? Yeah.
No,
I'm
how
glad
about
he-
whiskey? I mean, you guys literally invented whiskey, right?
No.
Yes.
Bourbon?
No, you didn't.
We
Don't
invented
you can't take
anger.
credit for whiskey.
We
Potatoes?
invented curly hair.
Potatoes, yes.
Yeah, they invented potatoes, Bobby.
They
Nash.
certainly did.
Yeah.
We invented Daniel Day-Lewis because he thinks he's from here. So, you know.
Liam
That's-
Neeson?
No, he's from here. He's a fucker. Have you ever noticed in everything he does, Liam Neeson, all he does is list why he's a negative person, but then it also explains why he's a hero. Do you ever notice that?
No, I haven't
Wait,
ever
like-
seen a
like-
Liam Neeson movie.
He goes, I don't know why you come to me. I'm an alcoholic. I'm a drug user. I'm a bigot. But I'm the only one who can stop that train. And every fucking film he does, even in Schindler's List, one of Bobby P's favorites, the first half anyway. So, what's that say? Smelly cunt is a term
Yeah,
of endearment.
Deitwa's here. And she, smelly cunt is a term of endearment in Irish land. Lucky Charms. I think someone's got an eye out for you. I don't mean she's missing an eye. I just think she thinks you're hot or whatever. Whatever
Yeah,
women
well-
think of you people.
Hopefully not a job site.
Modern chemistry invented by the Irish.
Well, no.
5 of your favorite things about Liam Neeson. Go, Hughezy.
Well, all modern chemistry is modern because it's updated every day.
That's
Bobby
true.
P has a chemistry set. He makes meth with it, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Don't tell people that. What are you
I've seen
doing?
it. I've seen it.
Live.
It's like a Breaking Bad, Bobby P edition. That's pretty much.
Or the
I
glasses.
think that's what's.
Did you know that Liam Neeson, because funny enough, when we were talking about OJ, he's doing a new Naked Gun.
Is he really?
No,
He actually
no,
is.
he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
He
no, I
is.
saw the plot. The plot is yeah, he has a lady friend that gets raped by a black man in a bar, and then he goes out
I told
looking for him with a baseball bat in the towns in London, over there, Dublin.
Yeah. You know, the
That's the
ironic
plot.
thing is, back in those days, it wouldn't have took long
Black
to
in
find
those
the
days,
black guy.
did you say?
Yeah, because there would have only
The
been
black.
about 7 of them in total.
Right. Unlike now, which you before the show you were complaining about
The black.
Racism.
I
all
hate
of them.
it. I
in
fucking hate
Ireland.
you, Hughezy. That is
uh,
real.
What's real? Yeah.
Ireland full. What's this I hear about Ireland full? Hashtag Ireland full.
Oh, yeah, well, that is true. You know what you're not hearing in the media though, that a lot of the immigrants are coming over, and they're being brutalized because they're trying to get under like illegal jobs. But what'll happen is that if certain people catch you trying to sell drugs on their turf, they'll break your legs and cut one of your ears off.
Yeah, well, that happens here too.
Yeah,
Are they
so it's like
Like
migrants,
what?
though?
Machete attacks? The machete ones or something else?
yeah, but it's like everybody's like, oh, the immigrants come over and they take over the place. It's like, no, they don't. Like Ireland is a notoriously gang-run country forever. So they're never going to be like, oh, you know what? We're woke gangsters. You're not gonna, you can't have a machine gun and grenades and be a libtard. So it's just never going to happen. It's a myth being created online by the right wingers who want you to think, oh, they're taking over Ireland. It's like, absolutely not.
But
Ian Hawk said, I would buy Lemmy Applebee's. Aw. So
Fucking
another
right.
person after your heart, Lemmy. Aw. That's sweet. What do you think about that, Granny?
Fucking love Applebee's, dude.
Granny, you need to put her in the attic, I think.
I live in a trailer.
Oh, well, put her in a fucking kennel. I don't know.
Trailer, I barely know her. Oh!
God damn it. I fucking hope your plane crashes, dude.
I don't know. Jake Hudson lived in one of those, and there seems to be like rats coming out of his attic or whatever the fuck. They must have something like that there.
No, he's got what's called a drop ceiling.
Well, maybe you should get a drop ceiling, and then you can have rats too.
I don't want rats.
Everybody wants rats. I don't get it. What are you talking about?
Does Jake Hudson, how does he eat? Does he cook?
He
No, I
likes
think-
the bark off of fish sticks.
I think he's got
Exactly.
And Pop Tarts.
a social worker and family members that take his disability check.
The blacks.
Well, his nephews are.
Yeah, he's gonna leave it all to him in the will.
Jake Hudson is a national treasure, Sean Riggle says.
Yeah, I wish he was buried.
Just up to his neck so you could feed him.
Of course.
Healthy food, of course.
Yeah, his
health
own
food.
shit.
So wait, is that real? Jake Hudson just eats the fucking skin off of fucking fish sticks?
No,
He doesn't
no.
eat
He
it?
takes it off. He takes it off and eats it
Yeah,
first,
he
and
eats
then
it first.
eats whatever
He
takes.
calls it. He
and
calls it
said-
the bark.
Exactly. We were watching him one day and asking him about it, and he called it the
Yeah.
bark. So that's
He
been
said,
like
he
a
said
running
bark.
joke.
He said bark is better.
Yes,
So that's why he
bark
eats
is
it.
better.
Yeah, dogs are better. That's right. Dogs are better than cats. I agree.
Can we call it breading? You know, we're fucking human beings. We live in a
Or
society.
batter.
It's bark.
Batter's reasonable. You know.
It's
Why you got a
now
bark shame?
forever?
Because it's
To me,
ridiculous.
forever, it's going to be bark.
I had never heard that
Really
before.
known as bark.
I was like, what the fuck is that? No. All right. They're just fish sticks with batter on them.
Bobby P, do you like fish dicks?
in your mouth?
Truth.
Well, I don't believe they have cocks. However, I know what they do. They jizz into the water, and then the female receives it. I'll be quiet.
Do you know why I call you a dork all the time, Bobby P?
Because I am.
No, because that's what they call a whale's dick, a dork.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I ain't that big, am I? Let's figure it out.
Oh yeah, I got shit I gotta do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said that once before, but you promised
I
us
had
you
to
were
wash
leaving
my
and
face.
then
Now
you
I'm
came
gonna go,
back.
now
Thank
I'm gonna go do an actual fucking professional broadcast, something none of you know anything about.
Oh, we'll get
Professional
that.
broadcast.
Not too,
That's
not
the
too.
funniest shit I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
Woo.
I've
God, that
got
was a
shit
good
I've
one.
got to fucking do. Okay.
Yeah, let's give
I've
him a
got-
round, folks. The funniest
I've been
joke
doing
ever
fucking
told.
prep work.
Hilarious.
And taking prep.
Great. Yeah, he's gonna go take his prep.
I'm not getting butt fucked on my show, and quit trying to fuck my
Not true.
my
Not
old
true.
lady, dude.
Yeah, Hughezy,
well,
Granny,
Hughezy.
Bobby P, Granny, and Jake Hudson are meeting up in the woods to
Yeah.
have a barbecue and a boxing match with Triple G.
Where's the edit?
I don't know about the gay sex part. He hasn't really explained that yet, but I'm sure he'll get around to it.
It's gonna be like Pulp Fiction, where you got the guy standing there, and then Jake Hudson's fucking Granny in the ass, and the other dude's just sitting there like, fucking yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
I remember from when I was a kid, the first time I seen Pulp Fiction, and I was like 8 or 9 years old. I had no idea what the fuck was going on in that room with Ving Rhames. I thought they were beating him up. So when you're watching it and they open the door and they're fucking having sex with them, you just think like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Why would a man be fucking another man? That's what this. And then I learned about the homosexual community.
Big old black guy getting slammed by some twink.
Yeah.
You didn't have to get so descriptive about it. Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I loved the music during that scene.
Yeah. Hey,
I
did
loved
you
it.
ever check out Quentin Tarantino's podcast?
He has a
No.
podcast?
No.
I didn't know he had it.
What?
Yeah, it was a short run podcast. He is severely autistic. Like, see, his knowledge of the cinema world, it's like he knows like set designers from the 70s. And he was listing his favorite set designers, and it's like this is insane. And he can remember in order what film he's seen for the first time and where, and it's like, this guy's a fucking nut job.
yeah. What? He's
Yeah,
brilliant.
I guess so, in a way. I've seen interviews with him talking about like black exploitation movies from the 70s or whatever, and like the detail he went through to explain all that stuff was. But if you look at like how he created an entire world that like carries through all these different movies, you would have to be like autistic about details of that. I mean, dude is like down to the nuts, like every single movie. Like, he could tell you all kinds of stuff in his own movies that no one else probably even picked up on. I'm sure of it.
Yeah. But I have to also say, I think he's a little bit overrated. Because apart from Jackie Brown and what's the one, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I don't think anything he's done is like 2
All right.
thumbs up. Pardon my
Yeah,
French.
thanks for coming, Hughezy. It was nice having you on. Not really, but thanks for talking shit about my favorite director. You got to leave now. No, I'm just joking. Fuck you. Those are 8 perfect movies. Not one thing wrong with one of them.
Death Proof?
There's
Death Proof.
perfect,
I thought Death Proof
perfect
was great.
movie.
But
I had a problem with
Kurt
the
Russell's
eighth
greatest performance, and I'm
Yeah,
sure
man.
Quentin Tarantino brought it out of him.
the problem with Death Proof is they give up on the gimmick right in the middle of it, where it's like all old school and like film reel style, and then it just turns into a film about cars. It's like, seen it? It's called Fast and Furious, and it was better.
What about Natural Born Killers, Hughezy? Did you like that one?
I did, and it's weird when you think that fucking Robert Downey Jr. You know the thing I love about that is you hear about the drug abuse going on behind the scenes.
Oh yeah.
Like fucking what do you call Tom Sizemore was with.
Oh yeah. Right. They were saying that was at like the height of his like insanity. That everything on screen was real. Like he was having the same issues in real life. Like he was spazzing out, probably beating hookers to death, strangling them with their own hoses.
Yeah, and Juliette Lewis was off her face apparently for nearly the entire. Like it's like even when you see the close-ups, her pupils are like that.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
Saucers.
I feel like you'd have to be pretty fucked up. I've watched that movie sober, and I've also watched it fucked up, and it's a fucking trip when you're fucked up. It's a whole other experience.
No, it's
Rodney Dangerfield. I mean, was that his greatest performance? Because totally outside of his own normal, or was that the real Rodney Dangerfield?
Yeah, probably
just being put on screen.
Have you ever heard Norm Macdonald's story about the last time he seen Rodney Dangerfield?
I believe so. I don't remember exactly what happened, but I've heard it before.
He said there were, and this was after Rodney had some type of brain surgery or whatever, like important. The Rodney was in the back of this room with 2 prostitutes, and he was doing coke, and he was waiting on Ron Jeremy, and Norm says he went over to him and he goes, Hey, Rodney, are you feeling okay? And Rodney goes, How am I feeling? I'm sitting with 2 whores waiting on a guy that can suck his own dick. How the fuck do you think I'm feeling? Like, fair enough.
Nice. I like Jay Leno's story about visiting Rodney Dangerfield when he was on his deathbed, and he went in there and he put out his hand and Rodney grabbed his finger and he said, hey Rodney, squeeze my finger. And he squeezes his finger and he said, That's not my finger. And he said, like Rodney started cracking up. That might have been the last joke he ever heard in his life was from Jay Leno. Yeah, that's a great story.
I interviewed Jackie Martlin, and
Joke Man Jackie,
the joke man, and he told me this Rodney story where Rodney was in the elevator the morning after they were in Vegas, and they get in, Rodney was completely hungover, and he was just like loudly like farting like, and this little Japanese lady came on. And Rodney didn't give a fuck, and he still farted away the whole lift down. So as Rodney and Jackie were getting off, these businessmen were getting on, and that wee lady's still in the elevator. And they said Rodney turned around and looked at her, and the smell, and he goes, "Hey, you're really fucking disgusting. You know that?"
What a fucking asshole!
Fucking legend,
that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Who do you think's funnier, Rodney Dangerfield or Chad Zumock?
Chad Zumock.
It's not even a contest.
Yeah, I can't keep a straight face with that.
I've watched Chad Zumock's. I mean, me and Stevie Lou broke it down on our last channel that got struck and doesn't exist anymore. But we did break down Chad Zumock's a bunch of his stand-up, and he never said one funny thing the entire time we watched. We probably watched like a half hour of his content, and I never heard him say one joke that I thought was actually funny. That doesn't even seem possible, honestly.
All right.
What? And this is coming from a comic like me, a great comedian like myself. So I have the room to make comments like this.
If you only heard it though and not seen him, like, would you maybe like if you didn't know it was him?
Would you?
No.
Would you?
I like one of his jokes. I do like one of his jokes, but I like terrible comedy. So it was the joke. It was a joke where he said he lost his phone, and he said, "I would have rather lost a family member." And I was like,
because podcasting is for men, and women need to fuck off.
That's pretty strong language there, Hughezy.
But that's because Lemmy is more than a woman to me.
Oh,
See?
Here we go again.
Daddy.
Granny's backstage. I guarantee you, he's watching you, boy.
oh boy.
That is so perfect.
What
Hey,
was
what
that?
do you
The Bee
think?
Gees?
Yeah, what do you think? Yeah, you're fucking right. It's the Bee Gees from one of the greatest films ever made, Saturday Night Fever. By the way, what do you think's hotter, Lemmy saying "daddy" or Lemmy spitting phlegm out of the window on the live stream?
The phlegm.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Bodily fluids.
Yep.
Wait, so who's playing this stuff? I thought that was Quadfather that played all that
Not
stuff.
me. Oh, that's Mrs. Producer. Maybe.
The black one.
Yeah.
That's a
Oh,
pretty
she's
great
doing
shirt.
that?
No, the last 5 or 6 were me, other than the black one right there. No, I'm getting credit for where credit is due. But yeah, typically we have Mrs. Producer on Mondays and Wednesdays, but she takes off on Fridays. We're lucky to have her on a Thursday. Yeah, true. Get your finger on that true button.
Let's get more Lemmy clips if you have any.
Oh, we're working on it always. We watch all of her shows constantly, constantly observing her with a microscope to see if she makes any perfect clips like the ones we just saw. Beautiful, perfect.
I do.
You know
like
what she
Asian
said?
accents who do
That
shit.
last one I showed. Do you know what the first thing she said right after she said it was? You don't clip that. Just like that clip I got of Aaron today. The first thing he said after he said that, he was like, I hope nobody clips that. Of course. Don't ever say, I hope nobody clips that, because that's the first thing someone's going to do is fucking clip it, you idiots.
Yeah, that's the problem, is that sometimes people can take my stuff out of context to make it seem like I have bigoted views. And we all know African American. It's like, then you're really not welcome here. Yeah. Of course, and I meant, of course, in racist areas is what I was talking about. Okay.
Yeah, we don't do those kinds of things here on this show. It's not our style.
I can
All
offend
about
people.
context.
Okay, well, I do have some more Dabble verse crap questions to get into with you, Hughezy. I wanted to play this and get some thoughts. Okay. Lemmy, today, why don't you tell us about that? You got some heat from the Melton community or Melton himself? What happened there?
Both, actually.
Not up to you.
Yeah. He was talking about female people in the podcasting world or in this little world or whatever.
Blacks.
Yep.
Whoa.
And somebody in chat brought me up and he was like, we're not going to talk about little Lemmy. And he ended up he roasted me essentially. And I thought it was funny. I love a good roast. I like jokes. I've heard it all pretty much, that I'm trans, that I look like a man, that I look like Amy Winehouse come back from the dead.
Nachos.
So like I've heard so much shit that it's funny to me now. And I told him, I'm like, it's fine, man. I'm laughing. It's all good. This is all for content.
You should try to make Granny go to rehab.
No.
No.
Just get out of the house.
No.
Rehab is a bad word.
Which guy's Patrick Melton? Let's look. I have a picture of him right here. Which one is he?
Oh, he's the one on the bottom, I believe. Next to Jerry. And in the middle of Jerry and Andy Dick.
Oh, why are you guys so close together? Oh, maybe you were bumping into each other because you couldn't see. Yeah, old Melton. Catrick Melton or Patty Cakes or what are some of his other terms?
Patty Melt.
Patty Melt, thank you. I knew there was another one. Yeah, and obviously by bringing up his nicknames, I'm trying to incite some hatred from the comments. Let's see. I hope someone says horrible stuff about Lemmy. Oh, wait, I shouldn't say that out loud. Nope, nothing. Nope.
That's a piggy boy.
Fatty. Oh, give credit where credit is due. See, these guys are professionals.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
legitimate.
Fatty McFat Fat. That's very mean. Balls deep, whoever you are.
He's live right now, and he seems to be trashing Stevie Lou.
Oh.
Trashing Stevie Lou for being on MLC today and saying what he said, or does it look like something else?
I don't know. I'm just based on the comments. There's a lot of Shuley is done, and a lot of Stevie Lou comments.
Stevie. Oh, wow. Okay, so that means somebody's been shitting on our boy, Derek. What say you? What would he do?
Our boy Stevie Lou? I think he could take care of himself. Like, I don't know. He's the guy training to box.
All right. Putting up the fisticuffs.
I think he's a survivor. I think he's a... What do you got? Lightning? Got a garbage truck backing up to your house? Pick you up?
I can actually hear this computer. I think it's overheating. Too much CP on the hard drive.
Yeah, terabytes.
You need to get rid of that immediately.
The Coldplay performances.
Oh, okay. All right. Makes sense.
Well, I better ask you my questions and get you the hell out of here. Then is that what you're trying to say? I feel like you're trying to. I feel like you're trying to get out of here. I feel like I'm holding you hostage at this point.
He's big timing us.
Yeah, big timing us. You're like Frankie McDonald, another Mick.
Yeah, he's one of the good ones.
He's the best one. What do you think about NLO saying that they're a bigger show than Stilto? I didn't really get a chance to ask Aaron how he feels about that. What do you think about those comments? Because he was like 4,000 behind subscribers and all that, and all of a sudden he's caught up. Do you think that's bot activity? Do you think that's some more of that paid for subs and viewership, or do you think that that's a real deal? He caught up to him.
Stilto catching up?
No, NLO catching up to Stilto.
Oh, well, Melton's been... But the thing about Melton, he's never off fucking line. Like, he's consistently on the air, so I could see why he would be catching subscribers. Because he's consistently in the fucking... what do you call it? The algorithm? But at the same time, see these guys doing these like 4 or 5 hour long shows. I don't understand that at all. Who the fuck is gonna sit and if you get that amount of free time, why would you sit to watch somebody else do that for the whole time? You could go out and watch fucking, Liam Nielsen stuff, or flick your bean or upload to your OnlyFans, right, Bobby Nick?
Right. I mean, it's fun though.
Oh yeah,
it's more fun.
No, but yeah, I don't understand NLO. I don't understand Win by Two. I don't understand the shows that watch other shows. I don't even watch Red Bar. I don't understand that, especially like you said, like 4 or 5 hour shows are impossible to fucking sit down and watch like a whole thing. I don't think I've ever made it through more than like an hour and a half of any of those shows. Yeah, and that was like pushing because they were talking about me or like Stevie or something. Yeah,
like yesterday I played the PlayStation 5, by the way.
Ooh.
Someone's doing well.
Well, I played it for 3 hours, which was 2 hours longer than I was supposed to, and it has completely fucked up my whole week.
Your whole week?
I'm going to have to do work on Saturday because I was too busy killing goddamn Indians.
That's what we said.
Indians.
We call prairie. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Never mind. Strike that.
Prairie, sand.
Exactly. This guy gets it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it weird having Stut Joe being part of the Dabbleverse now instead of like being the focus of the Dabbleverse? What do you think about that?
He's ruining it, and I don't know if it's
By being
entirely
part of it.
I don't know if it's entirely fake because now he'll do anybody's show as long as they pay him. And then, he's got this annoying thing where he can be likable. And then you think, oh, Stuttering John's not so bad. And then something comes out where he's like trying to flag people's accounts because he fucking, he goes, oh, the transphobic, the homophobic comments. But really, they're just harmless jokes. And he's a hypocrite considering he still boasts about shit that he said on Howard Stern. But
Exactly.
I think him and Carl doing shows together is really ruining a great thing that WATP used to have. Used to be the funniest part of the week, and now it's actually become a thing where you kind of double speeding it. Because you're like I can't believe they're arguing about $100 bet again. Like it's been fucking nearly 2 months. But I hope he doesn't get that money. Although, did you hear what somebody did to Stuttering John?
No, what's that?
They sent him the video. They said, hey, we've got that clip of you interviewing O.J. Simpson. So he went, great. And he went to play it on his show. And it was 2 seconds of him. It was 2 seconds of him speaking to O.J. And then it immediately cut to transgender porn.
Oh no!
Yeah, it was like, turn it on, trolls.
Well, yeah, he's so good at technology. He couldn't watch it backstage while when he got it. That's smart to not look at the video before you play it on stream. Huh?
Transphobic trolls making fun of my kids.
Well, you obviously failed as a father.
You guys
Yeah. And the thing is, he said, if you make a joke about transgender people, he goes, you're making fun of my kids. It's like, but you've only got one transgender kid.
Yeah, not plural. Kid.
Yeah. It.
Yeah, that whatever it is.
Well, maybe he dresses up in his free time too. Who knows?
You know he does.
What do you think about the Bob and KB breakup? Obviously, KB's, like he said, he's the happiest guy alive today. Watching the Shuli shit get taken down was the happiest moment of his life, he was saying earlier, which is hilarious. What are your thoughts on that shit?
Well, I think that it's one of those things. Did you ever get, I'm sure it happens with Lemmy and Granny, where they get into arguments and you're probably dying to say something, but at the same time, in the back of your head, you're knowing, we're going to be fine in 2-3 days. I don't want to cross the line and call him a cunt-faced cunt or something that may turn into a way bigger issue further on down the line. And I think that for them to have like the first sort of fallout and then for it to go that big so quickly is insane. Like Brennan saying about how he was going to go get the IRS after him. And the problem with Brennan saying that is obviously he wasn't going to do that, but his listeners will. And because they'll be like, oh, if I get the IRS on him, it's like that guy who was Shooter McGavin's stalker in Happy Gilmore, the world's greatest film.
Yeah.
Red Lobster.
Yeah. He's like, hey, Levy, you will not fail your taxes, you jackass.
Jackass.
Yeah. Which, by the way, I'm going to boast. I have a home cinema in the house, and I've had Happy Gilmore ready to be watched down there for days. I will watch it tomorrow, and you fucking better believe that, Bobby Nick, you piece of shit.
Bobby P.
Why? Because Bob Barker died?
Bobby Nick's piece of shit.
Oh, no.
Because Bob Barker died? The Price is Wrong, bitch. You have to go see that now.
Yeah, but then Granny reminded me of Carl Weathers singing that great "I've only just begun to live." So I want to say that bit. Beautiful voice. But yeah, no, I think that this Brennan and there's
Yeah, go ahead. Finish your thoughts.
yeah, no, I just think that it's gotten way too intense too quickly, and I do think it's shitty that Levy basically did 4 weeks worth of shows for free,
Yeah.
and Brennan's up, and anybody who goes on to be the next Kevin Brennan coast, I think's making a huge mistake, because like, if you can't be guaranteed you're gonna be paid, then don't fucking do it.
Is Shuli Network guaranteeing people are going to be paid, considering that they're losing all their revenue and now they're stuck over at Rumble?
Well,
and they have 2 strikes, and they have to move to a yeah.
Well, yesterday Shuli did offer to pay me because I'm going on the show tomorrow, and I said
someone's doing well.
Yeah. Well, I gotta buy a Happy Gilmore on Blu-ray. I can't keep watching the same DVD copy for fuck's sake.
You gotta wear that thing out.
At least it's not VHS. That's the one I had way back in the day. Then I had to get it on DVD. VHS, you can only watch.
The reality of it is, YouTube is, you know, it's not the destination where we're going to survive. So we're making our own destination. We're in the process.
Final destination.
Some help from some people, and sorry that this happened. It's nothing we did wrong, you know. Really, it's just this fucking dumb algorithm shit we're living in, and so we're planning a plan B where we can't be fucked with, and it's in motion, and probably in the next week or so, maybe 2 weeks tops, everything will be set up and in place. A new super chat system will be put in place. Yeah, a lot of good stuff in the works. So sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, but it's gonna
so
be
they're gonna have their,
because on like Tuesday night they made thousands and thousands of dollars off that one Uncle Rico show, and then the next morning they get flagged for whatever the fuck, and it's YouTube is becoming so hard to use. It's out of control. Like as soon as you start getting views, you're fucked. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we've had wrestling clips on our show, and all we had to do was just go back and remove it out of the show. So I don't even know. Is it because the song was played on every intro? So it's like it struck like every episode until they get it rid of it? That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, I didn't even see what clip it was they used. But the thing about YouTube is that you need to either get low views or millions of views to be able to skate by the copyright rules. Like if you just get like in the mid thousands, that's when you can get really fucked, and it's so frustrating because you need to get past that level to get to the big views, but then they keep flagging everything. So it's that's why I don't show clips of nothing.
And once you do get hit with one of those, then they like to take you out of the algorithm, right? So like shows that are trying to grow, then it kind of fucks them and keeps them at a lower level, like a 10,000 sub level with so many views, below that.
It takes you some like 90 days to shake it, and then you've sort of got to start all over again.
Yeah.
And it's a fucking nightmare. That's why you can't say the C word. You can't say most of the R words, and then obviously you can't say anything racist or homophobic. Lemmy. So you gotta always mute or bleep all that shit out, and that's just at the minute. Like fuck knows what they're gonna change next week. You probably can't say. Well, I'll not say it.
The blacks.
So what do you think about the Devil versus? Do you think it's about to die? Do you think it's on its dying deathbed?
I don't think it's dying, but I think they need to get rid of Stuttering John again, because it's not funny when he's in it. Because I mean, the most thing is, it's like people don't like making jokes about special needs people. I mean, Stuttering John's around, you can see he's fucking insane. And he's an alcoholic. His fucking head has changed shape in 2 years. Like, whatever he's got in his system is really bad for him. And he looks fucking grey. He looks like he's slowly get organ failure. I hope it speeds up the process. If I'm being honest with you. And I'm gonna go to his funeral.
That's very nice of you, Hughezy.
And
Very, very good
do
man.
a line off his coffin or whatever. Kick the fucking push one of the pallbearers. Start interviewing them while they're carrying his coffin. With his questions. Will you sign my knife? It's cold.
Just drop a little cat turd in his coffin.
Yeah. Hey Lemmy, can you do a Stuttering John impression?
Okay,
Good enough.
Yeah.
Stuttering Andrew Dice, something like that.
Yeah.
I needed the money.
I'm new here.
Yeah.
He paid me $3,000 to come on his show.
What the fuck? $3,000.
Yeah, why? Why?
It's insanity.
That
Yeah.
is.
And the thing is like you spend all that money and then to get him on, and you come to realize he's actually kind of boring, and all he wants to do is take shots at Levy and fucking Shirley, and which is dumb because I know that Brennan and those guys are all going to be back on good terms eventually, just like they always are. So
Yeah.
it's all nothing. It's all one-sided fucking argument.
Do you think it's all a work?
Right.
I don't think it's all a work, but I think it's like a mutually exaggerated feud.
Yeah.
They know that they can. You know, it's kind of like when you look at two boxers. Obviously, they're going to fight, but they also know that listen, for the next 2 or 3 months, we should really talk a lot of shit and we'll say all this stuff about family and wives and all, but it's all so that we can hype the people up to get us the money, so that once the fight's over, we can then use that money to cheat on those wives to be insulted, you know?
Yeah, so like travel you're an Irishman, so you like the travelers boxing, the fist fighters. They just
No.
they just go around beating the shit out of the gypsies. They just go around beating the shit out of each other, the travelers.
Yeah, no, the problem with that stuff is when you see those fights, they have so many rules that it's kind of like, well, how is anybody beating anybody at this? Because you know, it's like when you first start a GTA 5, and it's like, can I play the fucking game? Why do you keep giving me details about every fucking thing? I just want to get in the car and run somebody over, right, Levy?
Yeah.
Right.
What you do?
The hookers and whatnot, right? Absolutely.
Yeah, hookers.
And cocaine. Can't forget the cocaine.
And cocaine. And porn stars. And hallucinating.
Don't forget your laptop.
Yeah.
The other night you forced me to troll Ray, something I absolutely did not want to do. What made you threaten my life to make me do that? I just want this on record now that you forced me to do that. I would never have done something like that, or even thought of it.
I just think that Ray is one of those ultimate targets, and it's always fun to yell swear words at him because he can never predict it happening, even though it continuously happens. And I think there should be an unwritten rule that anytime if anybody gets on Ray's show or has Ray on their show, send the link out to everybody else so that everybody can pop on and go, fuck you, Ray!
I don't think he's coming back here.
Yeah.
Ray, I promise if I ever come on your show again, I will not do Hughezy's bidding for him ever again. That was very mean, spirited, and uncalled for. I'll cut it out.
I'll
cut
do it again.
It out.
Poor Ray.
Per Ray. Is that like a cat thing?
What does offend me about Ray is the way he keeps talking about his drinking. It's like, Ray, you have like 4 fucking Bud Lights a day, that's not drinking. That's like kickback food. Like, I'll
That's
show
gay
you fucking drinking. You can't tell fucking. You want to have a drinking problem? I'll give you a drinking problem, you piece of shit.
Well, you got to drink
Or
wine
Budweiser.
so you don't get gout. That's the main rule, right? That keeps you from getting gout.
No, it doesn't actually.
It cures gout. Even better. Let's just say it now. It cures gout. Wine.
You know what I hate?
That is factually incorrect.
I hate when somebody buys a bottle of wine with the intention of drinking the whole thing, yet they pour it into a glass. Just drink out of the fucking bottle. Stupid.
I do the same thing.
He does do that. I'm with him on that. I'm cool with people drinking out of bottles.
I
makes
have a
sense to me.
goblet. I'll drink out of my goblet. I want to feel fancy, like I'm in Game of Thrones, dude.
Okay, well, that's actually not bad. The goblet, I'd like that. I've got something for you, the goblet, honey. Sexual comment. Yeah. But I don't if you're having like a glass and that's it, I can understand it. But if your intention is to drink the whole fucking thing, just pull the cork out and stick it between your lips, right, Bobby Nick?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, the other lips, Lemmy. Get your mind out of the gutter, Lemmy.
I heard you get drunker that way, though.
Yeah, butt chugging.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that's drunk.
Yeah, a lot of people do that.
never done
I think maybe. Did Ray ever talk about doing that? The Rayinator, as they call him now.
Oh God.
Do you know what they
Rayinator.
call Ray DeVito fans over here?
Ray Tards.
The IRA.
The IRA Tards.
Don't give him that
Nice.
kind of credit.
Hughezy once again forced me to do something I didn't want to do, Ray. Put that on the record so everyone knows it. Hughezy forces people to do things they don't want to do, and it's not nice.
But I need to have my fun, and that's all that matters, you see. I have to have my own way.
Whether she's willing or not.
Yeah, that sounded way worse than it meant to. Yeah, I need to call my lawyer.
Yeah,
Get
your
her the link.
therapist, maybe.
Cease and desist. Deceased. No, I did see something Mike Bichetti posted today. Are you guys fans of Mike Bichetti?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he is a future guest of the It's Hughezy Hello podcast, I hope.
Not true, not true. I don't believe that for 1 second.
Not true.
But let's see what he has to say here, folks.
Oh God. Mike?
Did I have the... Oh, that'll help.
Burger patties and cut them in. Hey. Gonna go home and make some macaroni and cheese, some mixed vegetables. I'm gonna take some burger patties and cut them in strips and put them in barbecue sauce, and that's a wrap. What you having?
Oh, yeah.
Is that
Yeah, very...
I think she lives up the road, actually.
What are you talking about? That was Mike Bichetti. Don't be rude.
I swear that.
I would call him a lady. That's transport content, and apparently he's doing a cooking show. Make sure you ask about that next time he's on your It's Hughezy Hello, whatever that is. It sounds like a mystery to me.
Oh yeah. So it's looking like the Shuli network has been flagged on YouTube based on some of these comments.
Whoa! Can you not say that word on our channel? Because we'll get
Shuli YouTube account
too.
Yeah. And,
go ahead.
Yeah, and it seems like the account itself has been flagged, so that's pretty much the way. Because it says here that apparently Shuli and Bob haven't actually tweeted all day, which is very unlike them both. So
yeah. Oh, that's dangerous. That's dangerous territory.
So you're saying it doesn't sound like there's a big win in that respect?
Seemingly, but then I'm sure we'll hear their side of the story. But then maybe they'll actually just go to Twitter because you can live stream and put ads and shit on there now. So maybe they will, there will be an alternative. Maybe Elon will save us all.
Starlink, Neuralink, SpaceX.
Yeah, well, if he turns Twitter into some form of streaming service / social site, then I guess that would, or maybe like one or the other buys the other one out, like Google buys out Twitter. Is that a possibility? That would be interesting, huh?
Well, if they could make a streaming service that could relax a little bit on fucking copyright issues, like I've heard that, just say you wanted to do a review of fucking Barbie, that you can only use the footage from it if it was in the trailer for Barbie, and it has to be from the official channel. And that's why if you watch Red Letter Media on YouTube.
No.
They did like all those the comedy Star Wars reviews, Mr. Plinkett. They get totally fucked over, and they have millions of subscribers. So you can only use clips from trailers, and it's just so frustrating. Remember how fun it used to be?
Yes.
Yeah, back in the Wild Wild West. Yeah, back in those days. Right.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh hell yeah. Yeah, well, I guess I got one more clip and then we'll probably wrap it up. But even like having Aaron on today, I did have this clip wrapped up, but he had to take off because he doesn't have enough time for BYB podcast because he's too good for us. Not like Hughezy, who stuck it out to the very end like a true gentleman. And that's apparent by the way he talks to Lemmy and treats women and dogs and
well, they are
cats,
on the
right?
same level in life, you know.
Yeah, that's why it's okay to kick him around. I would do it, but my legs don't work, you know.
Yeah. Neither do most women. Am I right, guys?
Ew.
That didn't sound very sincere, Lemmy.
Yeah.
I don't disagree. If you kick them around, they're gonna be scared. If you treat them right, they're gonna be like super happy and excited to see you when you come home. You know what I mean? Lay in your lap. You pet them.
Let them sit on the couch.
Yep. Sometimes.
She is sitting on the couch. You called it. Damn, this guy's good.
I'm in my bed.
Oh, I know that place. Who
are? No, so let's hear what. So he was talking about being in his late 30s and his future. Let's catch that.
Okay, you're gonna be 37 this year. So what is that? Is that
That's gonna be the start of my late 30s.
I'll give you your last couple months.
I really have to get my stalled career like re-energized here in the next couple of years. Otherwise, we're gonna be in trouble. I can't do
I'm
this.
still 28. We're fine.
Yeah, I can't do this. Exile, hanging out with losers, and bad shows on YouTube. We gotta.
That was about you, Hughezy. Not very nice.
That's actually quite disheartening to know that I'm older than him.
She's 28.
And that you're a YouTube loser. That was the
Yeah.
part I was talking about.
Yeah, true.
Not me, obviously. I'm not a YouTube
Well,
loser.
he looks old, so there we'll give him that.
All right. I won't clip that and put that on Twitter.
Yeah, I mean, we can keep the YouTube and Rumble thing. That's great, but I mean, we gotta.
Are you having a crisis?
My what do you call it? Not exile. My probation from like real entertainment and real broadcasting. That's got to come to an end here pretty soon.
Yeah, Union Jack's telling me to let you have it. I will. You only got a couple months left. I'll let you have it.
Hobo Chili says, I remember when I was when I was this way, when I was in my.
So he doesn't like hanging. I would have liked to have had him here to beat him up, not physically, verbally, but about calling me and you and everyone else here a YouTube loser, and that he's exiled to hang out with us. Like, ooh, I'm too good for you people. What do you mean by you people, Aaron? Not appreciated. How do you feel about that, Hughezy?
He's not wrong. We are all losers, but we know how to drink.
Unlike who?
The blacks.
Yeah,
Well,
but
no,
Let me get some
losers know how to have more fun. That's the weird thing in life. If you're smart and successful, you're always having to keep working hard. But if you're a loser, you know how to kick back and be like, fuck it, let's let some fireworks off.
They say we're all losers, and that's true. But
let's go shoot some guns.
Yeah,
Just for the fuck of it.
Yeah, let's gamble over pool or something.
Yeah.
Something fun.
Yeah, just have fun. I like having fun. Fun is fun.
It's okay.
Once again, this segment was brought to you by Bobby P. Yes, appreciate that. Things you must know. The more you know, maybe. We'll come up. We're workshopping names for the segment, but we'll figure it out. Hughezy.
Yes.
Thank you for coming by.
Thank you for having me once again. And it's weird to podcast completely drink free because it's not something I often do. But I did 2 back to back, so there you go.
Yeah, no, I do appreciate you coming by. Is there anything people out there in loser YouTube land should know about you, or stuff you got coming up that you would like to plug? Tell us all about it.
Yeah, if you go to my YouTube channel, Hughezy Entertainment, I'm going to actually start putting stuff behind the membership tier because I'm greedy. You know, these water bottle things don't come for cheap, by the way, and I'm very, very thirsty. So I'm going to start, like, that episode that me, Lemmy, and Ski Mask and Aaron recorded, we were talking shit about this show. We'll all be behind the paywall, or not the paywall, the membership. So it'll be audio only for free, but video for everybody. Thank you.
Awesome, man.
Oh,
so
and
you
also,
had so Ski Mask was on that, and you didn't have me on. You had Ski Mask.
Yes. Because we were all talking shit about you. Yeah, like, should have heard the stuff Lemmy said. I actually had to pause and go get some air.
You had the balls, what?
Yeah, and I had to pause the recording, go catch some air, because Lemmy was just being so fucking X-rated. It was pretty rough.
Daddy?
Yeah, that's what she does. That's Lemmy. That's our little Lemmy being naughty. Yeah, but once again, thank you very much for coming on this evening. And Bobby Nick, you got anything you wanted to shout out real quick before we get out of
Jizz
here?
in my mouth.
Besides that,
but also, right at 8:00 Eastern, we have No Filter.
So 15 minutes from now, you got another podcast?
Yes, I got another podcast.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Look at you, little Lemmy. You got anything you wanted to shout out real quick? Of course, we know we got Granny and Lemmy's Twitch streams. You got anything coming up? You said you have a 10-hour stream coming up?
Yep, on Saturday, 10-hour stream, tandem, me and Granny. So my channel hit a goal, and that was the end game of the goal. So they hit it. We get to do it.
What was the goal? Going for a year without having sex? I hope that's what I'm hoping you're gonna say.
Yep.
Okay, good.
No sex ever.
No sex with Lemmy for a year, but she's doing okay by herself on the road with the boys.
That's right. She's hanging with the boys. Yeah, no, yeah, thank you once again, Hughezy, and everybody else, and appreciate everybody coming. Bobby P, do you have any final words about what you might be doing this weekend with us on our channel? What kind of transformative content might we find with you, buddy?
No filter with Andrew and friends.
Fuck, he got it out. Fuck you anyway, Bobby.
My whole life, I could beat you up, even if you had 1,000 knives. Even if you had infinity knives, I would punch you up into the air like a kite. I bet you sleep with the night light, cause you're scared of the dark, cause you stink like a fart. Well, I like your fertile fire with my rhymes. You think I won't? I do it all the time. I bet I got more money than Jay-Z. Compared to me, Jay-Z is lazy. Plus Beyonce thinks that I'm cute. It's okay, Beyonce, I think you're cute too. I made out with so many girls. Made out with every girl in the world. I might look small, but I'm not. I don't care if you're big, I'll fight you. Well, I do know that I am the baddest of them all. If you ain't about money, then I don't mess with y'all. Y'all think I don't get girls, cause I ain't very tall. If she see my stats, I bet you that she calls. Cause I am the baddest of them all. If you ain't about money, then I don't mess with y'all. Y'all think I don't get girls, cause I ain't very tall. If she see my stats, I bet you that she calls.